So, I just did a demo of this for you with the Fender American Jazz in a passive, and now I'm going to do one for you with an Ernie Ball Music Man Stingray. I'm going to keep it pretty much flat on the bass, which is a slight little bass boost, which is the way I normally play. Just like oomph it up a little bit. I wasn't going to do a demo with the active, but then I realized after I watched my video that I said that this only really has one good setting for active bass, and that's not really true. And this is such a good pedal that I didn't want to leave someone out of the loop, I guess you could say. Anyway, so B4B, everything's pretty much flat. Little knockback on the mids just because I'm playing a Stingray and it's a Ampeg. This right now, volume is about 3 o'clock, about noon, and this is about 2 o'clock. I got the trim pot on the back dimed back to about 11 at the moment. And here's your clean tone. Okay, turn the pedal on. That buzz was not the pedal, it's my fingers touching the gut, so it's not a glitch in the pedal, it's me grounding stuff out. Anyway. Okay, now let's blend it up a little bit more. I played a little higher there so you can see that with an active bass, what you get is a little bit more of that high-end glitchness of the distortion. It helps you cut through, but I'm not a fan of that so much. Some guys really are, but I mean, you don't notice it too much in a mix, but definitely on a recording you would. Now let me move the distortion, or the fuzz, up to about 330. And you can see how the active bass can start to push that a little bit much out of a nice warm distortion into it. But I'd like to blend it back. I use this the most because I think it makes a gorgeous stoner rock kind of biker sound that's just in the balls. Let me mess with that trim pot for you for a couple seconds, let you see some differences. Let's move it back to about 10 o'clock. This gets to be about the edge of the usable range on it that direction. See, that's kind of where it clips out. That's about as far back as you can go. But you just gotta bump it just a hair up to about 11. And so you're back into goodness. That was with the blend kind of dimed up and the fuzz back a little bit. There's a lot of different characteristics you can get between those two. Either pull in walls of fuzz or dime it back a little bit. So now we're going to move the trim pot up to about 1 o'clock, which I think is about the end of the usable range on that trim pot when you start using an active bass. We'll see here. And what's probably going to happen is I'm probably not going to get any fuzz at all, in fact, until I turn the fuzz to about 3 o'clock or more. that's full blend and really no fuzz action yet. And you can see there it starts to get really bright. And that's why I say it's kind of limited on active, because if I was on a jazz, I could have a lot more usable range there before I'm overdriving the guts of this thing just a little bit too much into kind of the glitchiness of fuzz. If you're a noise artist, you're going to love that. I like good, smooth, rich fuzz. So, but even at near the extremes of the trim pot setting, if you put that right about 3 o'clock, see how it makes a really good overdrive. This is the blend back at about 10. I'm just noodling around to give you some ideas of different places on the bass. But yeah, this is actually my probably favorite overdrive, even though it's a fuzz pedal. Most overdrives seem like they're trying to simulate some kind of amp action. This is giving you just the grit, and since it's got that great blend knob, you get the tone coming through of your bass with just a real nice addition of the gritty. I'll knock this back one more time into my little sweet spot and play with the fuzz and the blend. See, that's really good fuzz, and that's the blend back at about 9. Because if you take it up too much on that, you can hear the hiss come in, and while that may sound good coming through this little camera live, you don't have any cut, you get lost. You miss your mids and lows, so I keep it back here. See what small range we have of the fuzz right here. It's just the last end of the spectrum of the fuzz knob, and that's what happens a lot with the active basses, which I say this happens to be so much better on a passive. You get much more range out of here before you start clipping out the pedal. But as you can see, this thing's still really versatile on an active bass. Anyway, like I said, OXFUZZ bass, made by Ken of Otis. By the way, Sons of Otis, check him out. Great band. This is where he got this sound. So anyway, thanks guys, and occasional girl watching. Take care. Bye.